Hello again, this is Micah, and this is part 2 of the Community Builder integration to Infusionsoft. In the first video, we showed you how to actually install and set up the plugin. In this video, we're going to show you how to set up Infusionsoft so that it'll manage the subscription and the billing. So the first step is someone has come to your website and they've registered, and that puts them into the Community Builder free trial sequence. You can call it, but this is the sequence ID that you actually plugged into the plugin. And it's going to do two things. It's first of all going to add into another follow-up sequence. And the reason you add to another follow-up sequence instead of including these steps in this sequence is so that you can cancel this sequence without affecting this one, and you can later add whatever you want to this one on any length of time. But this one here is going to be canceled if they purchase. The other thing you're going to do is apply whatever tags you want, such as website free trial and that the person is a prospect. So now that the person's in this sequence, they have 30 days, let's say, that they're going to be communicated with by email, letter, fax, whatever that happens to be for you, trying to get the sale. So ultimately, this sequence is trying to push them to an order form where they'll purchase your program. And on 30, we have an action set to change the field to inactive. So that's how it becomes the 30-day trial. If they don't come over here and purchase at some point, it will make them inactive right here. So let's say they do purchase and they pop over the order form, they fill it out, they get a successful purchase. We're going to add them to a sequence called Community Builder Purchase Sequence. The first thing it does is it cancels this sales sequence. So it gets them out of there. That way if they convert on day 20, it'll cancel it and they'll never be changed to inactive. They'll just stay active the whole way through. The other thing it's going to do is it's going to start a customer satisfaction sequence. So however long that is, I just put 30, but whatever you send your customers, thank you emails, how to use your product, whatever this happens to be. The other thing is it will change the tags. For example, you could remove the tag from website free trial to website user and move the prospect tag and make it a customer tag. So that's about as simple as it gets. Obviously, you're going to have a bunch of stuff in here to sell the person, but the mechanics of it are pretty straightforward. You set them to expire in 30 days. If they purchase in that time, you cancel their expiration. And another thing you can do is if this sequence, let's say this sequence extended on to 60 days, you easily, they'll cancel 30, but let's say it kept selling to them. On this successful purchase sequence, you could add a step that activates them. So just in case they did go outside of their trial, they'll be activated anyways. All right, so the next part of this, that's all well and good, but as time goes on, you're going to be billing this person maybe every month, every year, whatever that is for you, and you will control their access depending on whether or not they have a paid subscription. So what we do for that inside of Infusionsoft, there is failed and success card action sequences, so that when the person's card fails, you can run a sequence. We'll call it the failed card sequence that's going to set their field to inactive, which will cancel them that way. Anytime they go to your website and they try and log in, it actually checks Infusionsoft for that field. So you've set them to inactive, and whatever calls, emails you need to get the person to give you new payment info. So this sequence would have a step to make them inactive, and then let's say there's a task for you to follow up and get a new credit card, or there's a bunch of emails telling them they need to send you new payment information. On the flip side, when the card does go through, you have an action sequence which sets their field active. And we're going to go through in video 3 and actually set one of these up. But this is kind of the general layout and flow of how this thing should work.